Hey, what it do? What it do? Cal Major, man. Major everything. Y'all know what we doing.
Major, man, what's going on with Major? What's up?
Major Empire, man. Major Empire. It's a movement, man. Just me and my brothers, man.
Yeah.
Really, everything just been loyalty. Loyalty over everything been the motto.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though, but y'all done always stuck together, man. These my guys from back in the day. I'm talking about 2000 what? What year we met? When you came? 04, 05?
Came on 05. Okay, came back 05.
But I knew all the niggas you was fucking with before that,
Probably
school
02,
and all that. But nigga, we was just talking. Matter of fact, we knew niggas before that. We was at Kelly Chapel Father, man.
So that's the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. That's loyalty, man. That's what Major Empire stand for, man. That's hip hop standards. You know what I'm saying? We go for hip hop standards. We really trying to bring awareness to what really matters out here in hip hop, man. And this one of my guys. He been rapping, been down, been trying to do the same thing. He lifting his brothers up who rap. You know what I'm saying? They all just trying to make it, and that's just what it is, man. That's hip hop standards. You feel me?
That's right.
So I wanted to bring you here, man. Talk some hip hop. Like I said, we got to bring a standard to it. So, do you think style matters? That's my first question. What you think about style, like with rap?
I think style is one of the biggest things with the following nowadays. Okay. It ain't really about like what's talented as far as style. Style is what somebody likes, and then some people mimic what it is. Okay. But then you do have those people that want to do step out and do what's different. You know
That's more so what I'm asking. The people who have the style, that start the style.
So trendsetters is what you're going to. Trendsetters. Trendsetting ain't what it was back when we was growing up. Nah, I don't.
That's really what I was getting at.
Nowadays, it's not trendsetting. It's more so taking chances.
Right.
And you take that chance, and people either gonna be like, "That shit was fire," or you're gonna get the negative publicity. But the negative publicity is still positive, though. The more people talk about you negatively, the more you're being talked about. Period. So you still getting it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
True. But my point is, when it comes to style and the people who do different things to differentiate themselves, do you think they get on? Do you think they're more noticed, or do you think they go up under the radar now?
It still depends.
Okay.
And I use this example. Okay. It's older, but the time thought wore a dress.
Gotcha.
That shit wasn't style to most of us, but it still got a lot of publicity. You know what I'm saying? Still was talked about a lot. Mm-hmm. And if you talked about, people still gonna start searching stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's about taking chances still at the end of the day.
Yeah. All right. So what you think the difference is? What it took to get on? Let's say around 90s to 2000, and from 2000 to 2000 or 2010 to now. Like what do you think the difference is of actually getting on, getting recognized, making money? Do you think it's the same? Do you think the same people are getting rewarded? Do you think the people from back then will be rewarded now?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. I think back in the days, and we kind of elaborated on this, like, back then you had to prove. You had to show and prove.
Right.
Like,
freestyle time.
You had to goddamn come on and say, you any moment to be like, all right, rap.
Right.
And you had to rap. And then that whole time, they just staring at you, unimpressed.
Couldn't say the same bars.
Unimpressed. But the thing about it, even though they unimpressed, at the same time, they might be impressed. Yeah.
That was a thing, though, back in the day. That was the thing. Niggas was like, bro, that
nigga
nigga
go stand.
I was ice grilling there. New York niggas, I was ice grilling that nigga, son. That nigga shit was tight, son.
You gonna walk out the room.
Out here, we was like, bro, that nigga was fire, bro. But we was snapping too.
You gonna be rapping like a motherfucker, and people just gonna be like,
right.
But then when you walk out the room, hey, that nigga was cold. So, but nowadays though, man, how many followers you got, man?
Right.
What do you bring to the table? How many people gonna buy your music? How many people can you gonna appeal to? Are you gonna appeal to the masses? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now, do you got a catchy song?
All right. So you think it's more of a gimmick?
All of it is a gimmick nowadays, bro.
Okay, but do you think there was gimmicks before? What do you think, like, percentage on gimmicks before and now? Because it had some gimmicks back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
But the gimmicks back in the days was like rap beef, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sometimes that was gimmicks.
It was real,
sometimes
though.
that was real.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, them niggas still really personally knew each other.
Yeah.
Master P and Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy blew up off of beefing with him,
on the
bro.
track.
Yes.
That's tracks. That's classic tracks, bro. If you ain't heard Ain't No Plan GA, if you ain't heard, what was the other one? Make us say, nah, it was About It, or which one was it?
The Master P clap back.
Yeah. I think it was about it. It was. It might have not been about it. It might have been
that
Make Him
shit
Say
was-
It
I
might have
think
been
it
the
was on the
original
last
Make Him Say
Dawn, though.
It might have been the original Make Him Say
I think it was on the last Dawn
Speak the
album.
P. P ain't here. Man, I remember that.
That's real shit though.
Yeah,
That's what was going on back in the day though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Alright. But now that you speak of Master P though, you know what I'm saying? He was always an independent hustler, grinder, you know what I'm saying?
He was the blueprint.
Even now, we know this, right?
Yeah.
We crown him with that, right? Do you think he get the respect that he deserves now?
No.
Why? Like why does hip hop? You think hip hop do that? You think hip hop? All right. You think hip hop would let somebody build their legacy, tell them they got a legacy, and then tell them nah, your legacy ain't shit? Cause it seems that way.
Yeah. It do seem that way when you think about it though.
Yeah.
This man probably is a billionaire. I don't know. I never looked up his numbers or whatever. But I think the lane that he took is what made him like fall off from the hip hop thing.
Okay.
Master P was one of the first people that wanted to take over a network.
Yeah.
He put his son in a place to take over Nickelodeon, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he started doing his movies. It wasn't all about music at that point. He started putting his people in positions to start doing the song. So now I say Master P is a pioneer. He did his thing independently and he started saying, you my brother, you my brother, you my sister, you my cousin, you my friend. And he started putting people on and letting them do their own albums and shit. Okay. Master P been the one doing that.
And what I'm gonna say that's what I come back to when I ask you the second question about that. Do you think he get overlooked? Cause
he does.
I got the hook up too. You know what I'm saying? He put people on, right?
Yeah.
But who really went to go see it? A lot of people didn't go see it. You know what I'm saying?
I seen parts of it.
But as soon as Black Panther come out, but what people don't understand about Black Panther is Black Panther ain't nothing but the NFL, right? It ain't nothing but like the Steelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Black coach, black players or whatever, you know what I'm saying? White owner. Disney owns all that.
Mm-hmm. So
we show our numbers and break records for Disney.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But we won't do it for Master P or Hidden Figures or what was the other one that they had? Birth of a Nation and all of that. You get what I'm saying? We won't break no records for that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
And that's the same type of thing I feel like with P. It's all in hip hop. You get what I'm saying? You know, why you think that is?
I mean, like I said, his branch out though. Yeah. Maybe once he started doing the whole Nickelodeon thing, that's when people was like, all right, he's a sellout.
They looked at him different.
Yeah, he's a sellout now.
Right. But that's the thing though. All right, I'm glad you said that. You saying all the perfect stuff, bro. But all right, so how he a sellout, but the people who are really selling out aren't, and they making the most money. That don't make no sense.
But you got to look at it. Okay. We're going back to the major campaign. Okay, everything is loyalty.
Yeah, okay.
So when I'm looking at these people who I fuck with, do it, then it's different. Okay. Master P been independent the whole time. If you think about it, No Limit never really had features outside of No Limit like that.
Okay. That's true.
If you think about it now,
they stuck to it.
Everything was within count.
Me and X, you know what I mean?
Everything was within count.
Shaka, they had one that got Snoop. You feel me?
But he had a sign before he could start doing songs with them.
Yeah.
So let's think about what these other people who you want to talk about doing.
Okay.
They branched out. They did songs with this person.
Okay.
So they put money in my pocket. Of course I'm gonna rap with them. Master P ain't never put no money in my pocket. I wasn't No Limit.
Okay. That makes sense. All right. But we were successful. So what do you think could have been different? Just doing features with people earlier or what? Because they did get to the point where they did the Cameron was on the Bout About It remix. You know what I'm saying? They went to Harlem, you know what I'm saying? And all that. But do you think that was too late?
I think the thing was it was a time before its time. Okay. Like networking wasn't big back then.
That's very true. That's very true.
So we can go to the point where I listened to this song a lot lately. I don't know the name of the song. It's a Bun B song. He tell the story of UGK.
Okay.
And he talk about how they came about doing the Big Pimpin' song.
Okay.
You know, Pimp C didn't want to do the song.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I always heard that.
So Pimp C didn't want to do the song. Bun B like, man, this one of the biggest rappers in New York. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Right.
So they do it. Biggest song, billboards, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. And then it was supposed to be a Big Pimpin' Part 2. Yeah. Pimp C didn't want to do that either. Though. Yeah. He like, fuck that shit, bro. We big now. This us.
Yeah.
So the thing was, Jay-Z branched out and reached out to UGK though. Uh-huh. These the biggest niggas in the South right now. They blowing up, you know what I'm saying? They rapping about real shit. Yeah. I'm not just gonna stick to Rockefeller.
Yeah.
It ain't just about Rockefeller. So that's probably how Jay-Z
Jay-Z was
started.
even on the High remix. You remember High? The Juvenile?
Exactly.
Jay-Z was on the High
Exactly.
remix.
So
I had 400 Degrees back in the day. I bought the album, bro. Jay-Z was last track.
Jay,
Yeah.
Jay was reaching out to the South.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And they was independent too, but that was also a difference because the New York, if you really think about it, New York has always been industrialized. You know what I'm saying? They know more about business.
Oh, that's facts. That's
You know
facts.
what I'm saying? I feel like coming out of New Orleans is a little different to where you sticking with your people, you trying to make your people grow.
But you still got the stubborn people in New York too, though. Where it's
You do.
like, nigga, that's South rap. In fact, you think about it, they didn't think the South could snap.
Nah, at
T.I.
all.
was going off about
At
that
all.
shit.
At all. But even before that, they was snapping. Andre's still one of the best ever, and they don't
The
give
South
no
got something
credit.
to say, bro.
No
You
credit.
remember that
And ever since
Outkast?
he said that, since then,
The South been on top.
it's been us.
The South been on top.
It's been crazy. So y'all open to do collaborations, right?
Anytime, bro.
Anytime.
Anytime. It
Yeah,
ain't
I hear
it ain't a talent out here that we won't work with, bro. You got a song you want to do, send it to us, bro. Ain't no price on this shit, bro. We not too big for nobody.
Yeah.
But you better get on board before the price go up. I tell you that.
I feel
You better get on board before the price go up. Better catch this wave. Everything
One
major.
thing I can say about these dudes, man, they're official. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people out here that say this, say that. When they say they major, man, they been major. Like, it's no flex. Like, it's no flex. I know if I ever see this man when I'm out, bruh, he with his people. Even if I don't know the people he with, I'm going to be good. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You feel me? And it's been like that with all of them. They whole camp ever since I met them. You know what I mean?
Always.
And they really Atlanta. Like, if you really want to talk about Atlanta, that's what I want to get on, man.
Let's do it.
All right. We got a lot of people that's not from Atlanta,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I went to school in Houston. We know you in Florida right now and all of that. So, what are some Atlanta rappers you think that should be on? Like, these niggas hard, but A, they don't want to listen to them because Atlanta is on everything. And B, they got their own story of Atlanta to where they telling you what you know better. You know what I mean? They telling you who really own.
Mm-hmm.
And we know, like, you feel me? Who some of them rappers you feel like should get more credit?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. A lot of shit I've been listening to lately been Lil Baby, but Lil Baby taking out though.
Lil Baby got some flow and he harmonized with
Lil
it too.
Baby tight, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
He-
Brett can actually rap.
He
if you
admitted
listen to him,
admitted that Gunna used to write raps for him.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? He admitted it. He said he used to pay $100 for Gunna to write for him. But
bro.
hey,
She ain't praising Gunna, but I mean the people that's on from Atlanta that's on, they supposed to be on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they getting the recognition.
yeah,
What's the old boy name? Is it Six Black?
he
Black should be a megastar.
I agree.
Bruh is
Because he
fucking-
touched he can touch hip hop
talented,
to
bro.
R&B to, you know what I mean?
Bruh is talented.
Okay.
If I could do a song with Bruh today, I got them.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. He should be bigger than what he is. For
Absolutely,
sure. I feel
man.
like that.
It's names that I can't remember, bro. I done been in shows like at Apache and shit.
Yeah.
It's niggas that be in there and they be like, bruh, I gotta step my game up. These
Yeah.
niggas is A1, bruh.
Yeah.
The other thing that I do pay attention to, bro, I don't know, like, it's a battle rap culture that's in Atlanta that
Okay.
people might not pay attention
Now I
to.
saw that when Cassidy had his battle, it was here. So I'm like, dang, I ain't know battle rap was too. I know you done been in them circles.
Yeah, man, I done been around them a lot of times.
So
man.
Atlanta on the come up when it comes to that.
We got one of the best battle rappers in the game here,
Okay.
bro. Dude
Okay.
named Chef Trez, bro.
I
Dope,
heard,
bro.
okay.
Tight, bro.
Okay, I heard that name.
Bro, tight, man. So he do music too. He dope too. So it's still like, but that's the other thing though. It's hard for battle rappers to translate the culture into doing songs.
That's what I was going to ask you
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
A lot of the best battle rappers we
They
know
can't do
can't
songs.
make a song.
They
like,
can't do
but if
songs.
you put them in that battle, they gonna kill a nigga, and there's
Murder
no
you, bro.
denying that he
Yeah.
killed you. But it's the song. You gotta try to feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's a good question, man. I try to get in the mind of them before, like, bro, what is y'all process? Like, how do y'all write battle raps?
Okay.
But the thing about them doing that shit though, man, it take them months at a time to write that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A song, you gonna hear a beat and you gonna get a rush.
Okay.
I gotta get this song done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to get this song done. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you hear a beat, you want to get in the studio. As soon as you hear that shit.
Uh-huh.
So the difference with them, they got the mind frame to where it's like, I gotta kill this nigga, bro. I
Yeah.
gotta demolish him. I gotta embarrass him. I gotta want him to not exist anymore.
Okay.
Whereas when you get a song, you thinking like, I gotta make people happy. I gotta make people want to goddamn vibe to this, request this, and
Yeah.
want to keep playing it.
Okay.
So the difference is negative energy travels faster than positive energy.
That's for sure. And we can't change that. It's
Can't
just
change
what
it, bro.
is.
It's what it is. That's life.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's easier to write negative shit
Versus feel
versus
good.
the positive
I mean,
feel good.
when you think about it, I mean, it is kind of true. Most things that are on,
I just came up with that on the fly.
right? Hey, well, I fuck with you. That makes sense though. I ain't gonna lie. All right, what else we can get into hip hop, man? All right, we talked about style before. What do you feel like your style is like? What do you think? You know what I mean? Like, who are some of the people that you looked up to and that you might have said you took things from or saw how they did it and wanted to do it a different way?
My biggest influence always been Andre 3000, T.I.
Yeah.
I mean, being in the South, you know. But then, like, I didn't always grow up in the South, so my northern roots, I mean, I still got the Jay-Z in me.
Okay.
I want to rap about my real life. I want to tell stories.
Yeah.
I want to goddamn make it relatable to everything I rap about.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that bothers me about trying to get into this new zone of music.
Gotcha.
I can't step out my comfort zone and start rapping about stuff that's not me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can even do songs that's relatable to my family, like my
Yeah.
brothers and shit. I do songs that I see from their eyes and
Yeah.
what they talk about or what they tell me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still reality rap.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Everything's reality rap.
Right. So you think reality rap done lost its
Reality
place?
rap is not where it used to be, bro.
Okay.
Nobody want to hear real shit no more.
Yeah.
Everybody want to dance, groove, and
So you know that from experience. You
Man.
recording songs, you knowing you saying some real shit.
That's
Niggas
it,
telling you saying some real shit,
yeah, bro.
but it's not commercial enough.
It didn't catch me. It didn't make me move. That's what people
Make
say.
me move. Okay.
It didn't make me want to dance. Like, come on, bro.
Alright, my thing about it is, do you think we can have different genres within hip hop to like fix that? You know what I'm saying? Can we have, I know a lot of people don't like to call it mumble rap, but if
Yeah.
we just had like they have different, they done made genres for everything, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like rock, they got punk rock, they got this rock, they got what's it called
True
rock,
story,
right?
true story, yeah.
So do you think we can have like dance hip hop, conscious hip hop,
Even
or
what you
just
said, mumble rap.
Yeah.
Like mumble. Honestly, bro, I done took the time to start to listen to the mumble rap.
Okay.
I did. I tried to like decipher what they saying.
uh,
The Migos, I'm not gonna say all three of them can rap, and I'm not gonna single out none of them to say who can't rap.
Yeah.
But there is a Migo that can rap.
See, I'm a person, I go deep in hip hop and all that, but I ain't never took the time to figure out the difference. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen to one of the Migos, bro.
Okay.
It's one of them. He do solo songs with people all the time, and he can rap.
Okay, he can rap.
He can rap, bro.
Okay, all right.
But to elaborate on your question, yeah, it could be a way to reality rap, conscious rap,
Right, reality rap would be a good. They had gangster rap, you know what I'm saying?
gangster rap.
Right.
What's Derez Deshawn said it. He said I do confessional music.
Okay. Like Scooter, he said he make count music. Scooter said it don't matter if Scooter got the #1 album in the country. He ain't never gonna tell you he's the best rapper. He gonna tell you I ain't rapping, I'm making count music. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it's a lot of mumble people who try to put themselves in other categories. You know what I'm saying? So with that, like I feel like I said, rock got different categories to where everybody can win.
So I can't rap.
You feel me?
You're right though, because they take it to hip hop and rap.
Exactly.
That's how we get.
Is it? But it's the most powerful genre right now. Country, I mean, still up there. But right next to country or with country is rap. You know what I'm saying? When you see dabbing, you see the Pope and all them dabbing. You know what I'm saying? You know that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole world, bro. You know what
You
I'm
just
saying?
said some real shit though, bro. Now
If you
marijuana
really-
music. When
right.
they make marijuana legal, bro, everybody gonna start making marijuana music. Watch this shit, bro.
Right. Hey, that's real.
Why should I tell you?
That's real.
Snoop, Wiz, y'all owe me for that shit, bro, because I know y'all gonna do it first.
Yeah.
Marijuana music.
That's gonna be, yeah, that is gonna be there. They gonna start that for sure. They gonna start that for sure.
Marijuana music.
All right. Another thing I want to get into: lyricism, beats, or wordplay,
Content.
and content. Yeah. Well, I could say that with lyricism. And like ad libs, or you know what I mean, like because a lot of people done only made it off ad libs. Which one you think most important? Which one you think what I mean least important?
Are you talking about nowadays?
Nowadays, and then I want to know what you in your music, which one's more important?
Nowadays,
Nowadays,
a beat is most important.
most important.
Hands down.
Does that have anything to do with the rapper?
No.
So why do we praise the rapper
instead of the producer? But if you think about it, producers getting praised too now.
In a sense, but not as much as the rapper.
I'm saying though, you think about it, you never would have known producers back in the days.
That's
like
true.
Mike Will made it.
Yeah.
He's an artist in his own.
Yeah, now.
London on the track.
Now, yeah.
Lil Weezy, whatever his name is.
Weezy, yeah.
You got people now, when you hear their name on the beat, then it's like, I'm going to listen to this song.
Yeah, that drop, yeah, that's true.
That's crazy.
That's
it wasn't like that before.
That's true.
When you used to have people like No ID and Kanye West making beats that you didn't even know he made the beat to the song to, you know what I'm saying?
So in a sense, they are getting the recognition because people hear it and
people
they
hear it.
Listen.
As soon as you hear that drop, it's like, I'm going to like this song because I know Mike Will made it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
After that, then you got... But content don't exist. I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah,
content is non-existent, bro.
Right.
So that's the least.
And no matter what you're talking about, what your point is, what you try, if you want somebody to learn from it, if you want somebody to get mad to it,
because the hook and the verses have nothing to do with each other anymore.
That's another thing I want to talk about in hip hop. Like it used to be structured more to it, right? It was like a plan, a project. You had an outline, you put it together, and you got a point across.
Facts.
Now it's just, we was talking about it earlier. The person in the freestyle circle back in the day who was just mumbling to the beat, harmonizing, that's the song now.
That's the song.
Do you think that's a good thing, bad thing? What you think about that?
Man, at the end of the day, I think it's about the masses at the end of the day. So at this point, I mean, I'm not a big fan of it myself, but the masses in social media went a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you ain't, what's the song? You do what you want when you pop it.
Yeah.
When you're a trending topic, then that's when it's big. So when you come up with that little whatever shit you come up with, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have something to where it applies to the masses.
Yeah.
So if you got 1 million people on your left and 100,000 on your right, the 1 million people going to trump 100,000 at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you still, it's dumbed down. So you might have the intellectual 100,000 over here and the other people that don't want to be intellectual over there.
Yeah.
I don't got time to listen to what the fuck you talking about.
Right.
I want something that's gonna make me move. Like I said, it's all about dancing now. That's why the beat is the most important, bro. That beat, the beat is gonna start it off first of all, and then you gotta say some shit where it's like, I don't know. A lot of things that I say now, man, music is about. It's drug music now. I see this shit all the time on the internet. People say we went from the drug dealer to the drug user, bro.
And that's kind of true, though. It's kind of true. Hip hop it seems that way. You know what I mean? If a nigga is passing out, he's cool. Right? If a nigga was passing out back in the day, he's slipping. He's food. He you know what I'm saying? All that, right?
I'm tripping.
So it's just, I just feel like, how do you think it's a good thing? You think it's a bad thing? Do you think it needs to change?
I ain't want to judge. I'll be the first to say that. I'm not gonna judge nobody. That's your niche, bro. That's what you choose to do. That's your thing.
Do you think it's making other people who wouldn't normally do it?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cause fitting in is a big thing.
Yeah.
They go into the point where, I mean, everybody wanted to be cool at some point in time, bro. I'm not even gonna make it like that's just a today thing. We wanted to be cool when we was younger, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So if we didn't look at drug use as a bad thing when we was younger, we'd probably be doing drugs too if people was like, bro, that shit cool to do it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's glorified on the internet. We didn't have the internet for people to glorify. We didn't have people walking around school like, yo, bro, this shit fire.
Yeah.
And then the next person like, yeah, you should do that shit.
Yeah.
I never experienced peer pressure. That's what I'm saying. That shit wasn't real for us.
Yeah.
Not in the black community.
Not really.
You was either gonna do it or you wasn't gonna do it, bro.
Right. Pretty much. Pretty much, though.
You your own person, bro.
But that's my thing, though. Hip hop is the black community, though.
Yeah. Facts.
So, but it seems like peer pressure is a thing now. People getting pressured into doing, you know what I mean?
But the internet, though, I look at it this way, bro. The biggest thing is embarrassment, bro.
Yeah. Nigga don't want.
So look at it this way. Like, back in the days, if you got embarrassed, you only got embarrassed to this little group.
Right.
With social media now, you gonna get embarrassed to the world, bro.
Fast.
To the world.
Fast.
negative energy is gonna travel faster than positive.
Yeah, back to what you said. Back to what you said.
Always, bro.
And what are some of your classic albums? You know what I mean? Growing up, what was you listening to?
You know what my first rap album was? My mom bought it for me, bro. That shit crazy, bro. My mom bought me Machiavelli. I had to be all of 7 years old, bro. And that shit was explicit. So, growing up, I was big Tupac, bro. Tupac was the best rapper in the world. He was my favorite rapper. Yeah. He could do no wrong, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I didn't know what the fuck I was listening to. It just sounded good to me. You know, everybody liked Tupac. I like Tupac too. So, I mean, of course, I learned all the songs, learned the lyrics. I get older though, and I listen. I'm like, damn, boy. Yeah. This man was disrespectful as fuck for real, but at the same time, he was impactful, man. He was letting you know what the fuck going on. Yeah. But I wasn't listening to Biggie though, so then they go back listen to Biggie, then go back listen to Jay. My upbringing was different though. Like the hood side was there, but I still was like expanding and shit. So I was listening to like Nelly and Goddamn.
Yeah, I was listening to that.
Bruh, I was listening to anything that was just different at that time, you know what I'm saying? So, underground rappers, UGK and shit. Mm-hmm. David Banner was one of the biggest rappers underground rappers I listened to when I was coming up.
But he done always had something to say.
He did.
I think that's the difference. Like, that's what we go back to. Everybody that you just talked about, and that was your reasoning, was saying that they had something to say.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, do you think that that's lost now? Like, that helped grow you up, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about it, what they was actually saying, what they was telling you. Right. So when we think about this hip hop, you know what I mean? These kids coming up, listening to what do you think, like, can you compare the artists we listen to anybody now or?
Now?
Yeah.
Only, we talked about this earlier. J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar really. I want to say Drake, but I don't feel like Drake really had that that struggle vibe that the rest of them had.
That was more of a pop. More of a pop star.
Yeah, bro was on TV, bro. Yeah. Like, none of the rest of these people, these niggas gritty, bro. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar come in Compton.
You ever heard of like a Joey Badass? You know what I'm saying?
Ace Boogie with the hoodie, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't feel like they own like that. I feel like most of the artists like you talking about, they not own though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they slept on.
They're not making exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like those are the ones we praise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as hip hop as a community, how do we like what do we do from that? Like how do we change that? Like
honestly, bro, I think it's lost, bro. It's gonna have to get to the point where it's that revolving door. So the same way we got the old clothes coming back, the old haircuts coming back, you know what I'm saying? The drug music gonna get old to these people, bro.
I feel like it's coming.
It's gonna get old.
It's slowing down now. It's already slowing down.
So eventually it's gonna get to that point where, bro, we gotta listen to some stable music, or we gotta listen to some shit that's impactful. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too much shit going on in the world at this point.
Yeah.
Drugs is gonna be the last thing people worrying about. I don't want to do drugs when hurricanes in the Bahamas is happening, or police killing people, or goddamn, you know what I'm saying? All that shit going on. At this point, a drug ain't gonna fix the police killing black people.
Straight up. Straight up. That's real. That's real, but do you think that they gonna wake up? Like, do you think, like, you know what I mean? Do you think the average consumer is gonna wake up, or do you think? I think, and does it really matter what the average consumer wants? Is it what the major companies are pushing?
Yeah, good point.
You know, so like, do we really have a say in if it'll come around or what? You know,
I think what's gonna happen, bro, and Lord forbid, it's just gonna be something really, really massive. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go back to 9/11 or a Columbine type of situation.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of those type of situations to where that happened, and then it's gonna be that favorite rapper, your Kendrick Lamar. This is gonna step up, and after that, somebody else gonna be behind him.
Yeah.
And while they behind him, of course you're gonna support the front runner, and gonna be wondering who's this guy behind him.
Yeah.
This guy behind him is somebody I'm gonna go listen to too.
Yeah.
And then you gonna just get conscious to the fact that real rap exists. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna start to go back and listen to everything that all these conscious rappers been doing this entire time, and be like, damn, where I been at?
That's really the main key in it, to tell your truth. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like you said, you want to tell the truth in your music. I feel like within hip hop, we need to stop all the faking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that will help.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like if we start promoting faking, if we start understanding that this nigga making money, but if he faking, we still need to tell this nigga he faking. You know what I mean? We need to stop spending the money. I feel like that's the major factor. I feel like the lame nigga is winning, and they're not stopping getting money.
My favorite line is something Rich Homie Quan said. This shit crazy, bro. And nigga say, money don't make you real. And that shit crazy as fuck though, because it's also like and it sucks to go back to social media, but it's a quote that say, money can't unlame a nigga.
Can't.
It can't. Cause without money, I mean, even with money, you still a lame nigga. A real nigga can walk up on you, slap the fuck out you, and take all that money. You ain't gonna do shit about it if you're a lame nigga.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, man, we just gotta start going back to the quote, man, cause people don't say it enough no more. Real recognize real, bro.
Yeah.
Real do recognize real. And money is not what's happening no more, bro. Like, I get it, bro. You can see a nigga pulling up flashy diamonds, cars, and shit. They go back to the days when niggas was getting his shoes thrown on the motherfucking power line, bro.
Yeah.
You don't see shoes on power line no more.
Yeah.
Niggas don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
If y'all want to make that shit, go up and do that. Pull up on a nigga who look like he flexing. Throw his shoes on the power line and put that on social media. I bet you get a lot of goddamn clout for that, though.
Nah, real shit, though. Real shit. Everything could be so separate, but be so big at the same time. If real shit was really as big as they made it seem, all that shit would be touching.
Yeah.
And niggas would be checked. You get what I'm saying? It's just that internet make everything so big to where.
But these niggas protected too, man. That's the other thing, man. What they 500,000 security, 50,000 security. Bro, stop hiring behind security if you're a real nigga, bro.
That's another thing. We need. I feel like within hip hop standards, it ain't about the beef. It's just about the authenticity, man.
Be authentic, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about being the hardest nigga. It's just about being who you are. You know what I'm saying? So don't act like you the hardest nigga if you ain't.
I respect the nigga coming out and being like, bro, I gangster rap, but I didn't come from this, bro.
Yeah.
It just I got a creator mindset.
Yeah.
Creativity is in music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if a nigga be like, bro, I'm seeing it from the eyes of, like I said, my brothers, man.
Yeah.
I ain't never went to prison before, but
Yeah.
I know for a fact I could rap about the shit from the experiences that my brothers told me about.
Yeah.
I ain't the most gangster nigga, bro,
But
but I
that's the
know
thing.
for a fact I could step into them shoes if I had to. But I'm not gonna ever make a song and be like, I kill you, I kill you. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Exactly. That's my point. Like, even within that, you know what I'm saying? You being able to say that, that's already real within itself. And then you saying what you can talk about through your brothers. But like we said, these been your brother, loyalty been with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So your brother ain't the nigga you just met
Mm-hmm.
who a killer. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your brother ain't, you know what I'm saying, ain't, you. If you one of them type niggas, you shouldn't be doing it. But then at the same time, you said you not finna be on the track talk about what you finna being all that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
But we got a lot of niggas who do. You know what I'm saying?
That's what is going on,
And
man.
that shit getting praised, dog.
That's what's going on.
It's crazy, man. We gotta have you back, man.
Oh yeah,
We
man.
gotta definitely have you back, man.
I got some new music dropping soon, bro.
Yeah,
You
man,
already
man.
know, man.
What you know? You got a working title? You know what it's gonna be called yet?
You know, like I don't got no title yet.
But you
I
got the
do.
track.
I do got tracks already. I probably got about 12 tracks. I want to do probably like 22 to 26 tracks, but I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I feel like it's better to do that before you know 'em, because even if niggas skip your shit fast,
I want to show
you know
consistency, bro.
you gonna give somebody something they like.
I want to show consistency. At the end of the day, bro, this will be my second project. The biggest thing is just getting out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either gonna like it or you're not gonna like it. But for me, constructive criticism is my biggest thing, man. I want to know what I'm doing wrong, what I could do better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on to the next thing. I ain't never gonna hate nobody that don't like what I'm doing. I'll probably reach out to you and befriend you, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah.
talk to me. Tell me what you would like to hear better. You feel me? So at the end of the day, like, I ain't gonna say I want to be perfect, but I still want to reach out to the masses. But I'm not gonna change the way I am doing it. I'm not gonna goddamn dumb my shit down. I can't do that. You feel me?
Well, you already know, bro. We're gonna put your album up, the first one. We're gonna put it up.
Hey.
We need the comments. He said he wanna know, like.
Cal Kassanova Major, man. Here goes nothing. Go check that shit out.
That's hip hop standards, bro. You're supposed to be a nigga who wanna know what's going on. You're supposed to be woke. You're supposed to be open to other thought processes, other, you know what I'm saying, opinions. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's why you real, and that's why I fuck with you. You feel me? That what's up. 10 minutes time, bro. Hip hop standards. You feel me?
Hey, checking out. We major.
Picture a world of only peaceful living. There's so much hate coming from race and difference of religion. All these debates keep showing lack of wisdom. Y'all not the same, don't give you right to kill them. Now I ain't scared, I just care someone hate my children. Now feel me, they fear us colored, man, they trying to kill us. But really, we kill each other's friends, so what's the difference? Yeah, there's a bigger picture. Cause in the end, we view our own brothers as our own competition. I would've hated the whole prohibition. And topping off my intuition, yeah, I am ambitious. So pardon me for drinking hen with a couple bitches. No bigger sin than the other said a couple Christians. Forgive me. Taking chances ain't no chances given. I'm dropping jewels like a broken necklace. I speak my mind at times, I come off reckless. And I'm the best, so fuck the rest. I ain't content with second hungry as I am. You can tell that I ain't skipping breakfast. Hip hop standards is Cal Major. Yeah.